Today, I'm gonna teach you how to get the best deal on the TV you actually want with the least amount of hassle possible. And nope, this is not a sponsored video. I just wanna help save you some money and get an amazing TV into your home that's gonna bring you happiness for years to come. Let's do it. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Caleb Dennison, and this is a true story. A couple of days ago, I was working on an episode of my show, You Asked, trying to help somebody who wrote in wondering when the TV he dreamed of buying might go on sale and how much he could expect to save. This person wanted an LG G4 OLED TV, a 77-inch model, and that's an expensive TV. So I decided to do some research on the same model TV from the previous year, the 2023 LG G3 OLED, and in doing so, I discovered an insanely good deal. That TV, which came out at $4,500, was already selling for around $3,800, but I found it for just $3,000. I was like, this is too good to be true. But I double checked. It was a factory fresh unit, not a refurb or reconditioned model, and it was from a reputable retailer. I was like, I have got to tell people about this amazing deal. And the next day, it was gone. You can still get a great deal on that TV if you know where to look, and I'll show you, but that deal disappeared so quick. I mean, I felt like I had missed out on something and I wasn't even shopping for me. And that's why I'm making this video. I want for you to be able to get in on those super amazing deals that are gone as quickly as they come. None of this video is sponsored, so some of the tools I'm gonna tell you about are just ones I or good friends use and have had good success with. So, the first step in getting the best deal possible on a TV is understanding TV product cycles. New TVs are teased in January at CES, right at the beginning of the year. Then, most new model year TVs start selling between March and April. Sometimes as late as May, sometimes as early as February. Most new TVs. There are exceptions for super special models, just a heads up. Now, it probably won't come as a shock for you to hear me say that the first really great TV deals start coming up around the holiday shopping season, just ahead of Black Friday in the US. So if you want to buy during that time, great, plan on it. However, not everyone wants to make such a big purchase during that time. Maybe most of your spending budget is going toward buying gifts for others during that time. Now, a word of warning, those holiday TV prices are gonna go back up as soon as Christmas has passed. But don't worry, they are going to come back down because remember, the new TVs get announced in January, start coming out in the spring, and the prior year TVs start getting really heavy discounts because warehouse space needs to be cleared for the new stuff that's coming in. That's a real challenge faced by retailers. So they start getting real serious about discounting TVs. And the manufacturers of those TVs, the TV brands, they start making that easier for the retailers. All of that to say that the holiday shopping season is a good time to get a great deal on a new TV, sure, but I think the best time to get an amazing deal on a new TV starts in about April and runs through, well, I think June is a safe bet. Yes, it's possible that great deals will extend further than June, but through June is safe. And as you've probably gathered, the best deals are gonna be on the prior year's TVs. So, tip number one is buy between April and June, but the footnote to that is buy the prior year model. So right now, you'd wanna be looking at a 2023 TV model. But Caleb, you shout, aren't I just dooming myself to always having old tech? No, absolutely not. Folks, most improvements to TV technology, whether it's stuff that improves picture quality or stuff that improves the appearance of the TV or how it works, what it's like to live with it, most of those year-over-year improvements are pretty iterative. Sure, this year's TVs are the new hotness and everyone is talking about them, but I'm almost always going to recommend someone get last year's hotness because the value that you get is so much higher. I mean, if you're the kind of person who has to have the latest iPhone or Samsung Galaxy flagship phone, okay, no judgment here. You just need to make peace with the fact that you are always going to spend a lot more for those incremental improvements and features. For the rest of you, especially if you're upgrading a TV that is more than 4 years old, you are going to be thrilled with the upgrade. You will see and feel how much better your new TV is because year over year, small improvements, but stack 4 or more years of improvements up and you've really got something. Oh, and bonus, by buying the prior year's model, you can probably get a bigger and better TV for your budget than if you buy something brand new. Here's an example. The TCL 2024 65-inch QM7 or QM751G currently costs $900 as I record this video. The TCL 2023 65-inch Q750G, last year's model of the same TV, costs $700, and that number will dip down at times. I'm getting to that part of your deal hunting next. So you can either save $200 to $300, or you can buy a bigger or higher end model. You can get a 2023 QM8, the next model up, with better picture quality for about the same price as a 2024 QM7. Now guys, I'm going with the bigger or better TV for the same money every time. Doesn't matter to me that it's last year's model. Okay, so the next step, now that you know when to buy and what to buy, is how to buy. How do you get the best possible deal? How do you buy with confidence knowing a better deal isn't just like right around the corner? Well, I have 2 tips for you around this. First, we're gonna look at the price history and figure out what the absolute lowest price your TV has ever sold for is. And then we're gonna set up some price alerts. But how you set up those price alerts is important, especially if you hate spam. So let's use the LG G3 OLED for our price history example. I like to start at CamelCamelCamel. Now this site only shows Amazon price history, but I found Amazon price history to be a great indicator. Now we can just type in something as simple as LG G3 OLED and we'll get some good results, but it's gonna show us a bunch of different sizes. And since we're only searching Amazon here, I like to use the full model number specific to the size I want to buy. We'll do the 65-inch, which means we need to put in OLED 65 G3 PUA. Now that we've done that, we've got the factory fresh option right up top and the renewed version just below that. By the way, I have zero problem with renewed, refurbed, reconditioned products. As long as they carry the same manufacturer warranty, I'm good with them, because think of it this way. If there was anything missed at the factory when the TV was made, someone has now gone over that renewed or reconditioned TV again. I feel like that's a great layer of insurance that the TV is gonna be in just about perfect operating condition. But for this example, we'll select the factory fresh model. We click on this and we see that this model started out at $3,300 and the lowest price Amazon stock ever sold for was $2,800. So if we can find this TV for $2,800 now or in the future, that's great. But if we see it for less than that, we'll want to be extra diligent verifying that the third-party seller is reputable and that you'll get your factory warranty when you purchase. So now let's click third-party new. And here we see that it has dropped as low as $2,000. Which is just incredible, and that it is presently available for $2,300. I like $2,300 if it's from a reputable merchant. So let's see who has it at that price right now. Okay, so great news. Here we are, and while it says it was from a third party, Amazon is the one selling it and shipping it. That means Amazon will stand behind it and I don't need to worry. This is a great deal and I'd probably pull the trigger right now. But we also know that this TV has sold for less. Back in February 2024, actually. That's earlier than I would have expected. So there's a chance it could drop lower. It's a little risky. If they're running shy on units, it's possible they'll keep this price to make more margin since it's likely they're gonna sell out soon. But this is where price alerts come in. Now, there are a number of sites that you can use to set up price alerts. Capital One, you know, the credit card issuer, they have a service that will not only give you price alerts, but if you buy and the price drops within 30 days after you buy, as long as you bought it with them, they'll credit you the difference. That's pretty great. There's also Karma, and it's pretty popular, and so is Honey. That's what this little tab is all about. Honey is a browser extension that I've added to Chrome, but they make extensions for other browsers too. At a glance, I can see what the price history was. I can see it's actually gone up recently, and I can set up a price alert for this product right here at Amazon and be notified if it drops. Now, here's where you can save yourself some hassle. A lot of these price alert services, browser extensions, etc., they often end up getting your email address on lists that net you some spam emails. Even when I've opted out of promotional emails or updates, I still get it. So my suggestion is that before you sign up for any price alerts or extensions or services, create a dummy account just for your deals. That way, your personal inbox doesn't end up getting spammed, and you can get straight to your deals anytime you want. Anyway, I'll show you what price alerts look like on Honey. I'll click this button, then I can specify the size I want, and then the option, whether it's bundled with other stuff or not. I want TV only. And then I can choose the discount parameters. And guys, that's really the crux of it. First, choose the TV you want. Don't ever buy some rando TV just because it seems like a good deal or you like the price. This is an investment in your future happiness, so get what you want. You now understand the product cycle and when the discounts tend to happen, and you know that I recommend buying a prior year model, since that is absolutely gonna either net you the most savings or it's gonna help you maximize your budget. You're winning either way. Then check the price history using CamelCamelCamel. That'll help you manage your expectations around what kind of deal you should expect and what kind of deal you're willing to hold out for. Then go set up price alerts using the price alert tool of your choice, applied to the retailers you're interested in buying from. I like Honey because it works through your browser on a lot of popular retail sites, but look around and use what you like. Just consider using an email or browser account made specifically for this deal shopping so your main email doesn't end up getting spammed. Now, once you have that stuff set up, you need to be ready to pull the trigger when the deal you want comes your way. Do not hesitate. If it hits the price you're comfortable with or the one that you've been waiting for, immediately buy it, because these super amazing deals tend to have a very short shelf life, like McDonald's French fries. Oh, and one more piece of advice. You don't necessarily have to buy online to get these deals. A lot of merchants, and certainly the brick and mortar versions of online stores, will often price match an online deal. Call ahead. Ask them if they'll price match Amazon or Beach Camera or B&H Photo or what have you. If they will, run down to that store while the deal is still live and seal the deal right then and there. That, my friends, is how you get the TV you want at a price that's as boast-worthy as the TV itself. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please click that like button so more people will see it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, and hey, did I miss a tip that you would recommend to others? Drop it in the comments section so others can learn about it too. I'll see you on the next one, and until then, here's 2 other videos I think you might like. What says Happy Deal Finder? How about